Well, we've reached workshop number 9 in our BERT Community of Practice workshops. This is what we've called our December celebration. So we haven't had a topic as such. Rather, we're using the time to reflect on what we have covered this year and how we've used the skill sets in our workplaces, what's been easy to use and what's been more challenging. We've just completed some lucky dip scenarios based on topics from various months and presented back to the group our impressions of that topic, and then invited people to talk about that with us, so that we've ended up with a whole group discussion. We then did some evaluation activities. So the first one we did was called Card Roulette, and that is where everybody chose a card that had a sentence on it. And what they did with that information was to then reflect on what the community of practice has meant for them this year and how they may have used those skills, or what might have hindered them using some of the information that they've learned. We then looked at our knowledge, skills and confidence, and which had built the most. That enabled a discussion as a whole, as a group, to see what's changed the most for us and why. And finally, we did a technique called the warm backs technique, and that's where everybody had some post-it notes and they were able to write small messages to other people that were in the group today about how they've interacted with those other people, what it's meant for their own learning, and generally to give some nice personal feedback in a way that people can then reflect on their own gains from this year and what they might do in the future. So all in all, it's been a nice way to finalise the community of practice for this year on a positive note, and to then take that reflection away and think about what it might mean in the future. So what we're going to be doing in 2017 is looking at the evaluation information that we've collected from each workshop, and what we'll do is use that information to determine what might be next. It may not be the workshops as in the format that we've had this year. I think it will really depend on what people's feedback has been, what people's priorities are and their workloads are for 2017, and then seeing what's the best use of the knowledge and the networks that we've created this year and how we'll take those into the future.